If it wasn't so humid outside tonight, I'd say, hey, it's not bad out there. It feels like 78 in Hattiesburg and Laurel, 78 in Bay Spread. It's pretty nice. The problem is that we have a whole mess of soupy tropical air out there, which means that it doesn't feel nice. Sure, the thermometer looks pretty good, but then you walk outside and you're smacked in the face with a ton of humidity. Southern Pine Electric radar even shows we have a couple of showers trying to sneak into maybe some of our eastern counties over the next little bit. It's all kind of circulating around a newly minted tropical storm Hannah. We got more rain down here as well. All of this is going to be roped around in our way as we head through the overnight hours tonight and then through the day tomorrow. Latest on Hannah, I know I just talked about this a hot second ago, but going to be a tropical storm, strong tropical storm, wind at 65 miles an hour by the time we get toward Saturday as it makes landfall now sometime on Saturday, moving at only about 7-8 miles an hour. I was talking to Steve about this during the break, but we've got some really good venting happening in here, which is what you need for these things to get up and moving, to see intensification and perhaps even rapid intensification. It's sitting in an area with some pretty warm water. Now the water does get a little cooler as you get a little bit closer to the coast of extreme South Texas and Mexico, but I mean, we're splitting hairs at that point. It's not 90 degrees. Okay, yeah, but it's still in the 80s. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with this one. The Hurricane Center still, again, says about 65 miles an hour by landfall, but we'll keep tabs on it for sure. Gonzalo, we're also watching. This one's going to make a run at a Category 1 storm and eventually fall back apart. By the way, just real quick, before I let it go here, hold on. Now, I was trying to go back, button clicker. There we go. Make a note here. This is the earliest H storm that we've ever had on record. This beats 2005, and you're probably going to hear a lot about this if you're, poking around social media and people trying to freak you out about stuff. Say, "Oh man, this is a precursor to terribleness." But you got to hold the phone. In 2005, recall that we had already had a couple of hurricanes. We'd already had 2 major hurricanes, and so far this year, Gonzalo's going to be the first hurricane, if it ever gets there. So it's apples and oranges a little bit here. All right, wind at 60 miles an hour, gusting to 70. And again, it's going to try and make a run at a Category 1, but we saw what happened overnight last night into early today. This thing bit the dust quick. It's such a small storm. It's very fragile, and so it may die again overnight. We'll have to kind of wait and see. Either way you slice it, it'll be dead eventually. There it is, whoop, just falling apart as we head through the weekend and into the beginning of next week. And then back in behind it, we got that mass of red back there. That's going to be the one to watch for us as we head through the end of July and into the beginning of August. So here we are on August 1st and 2nd, knocking on the door of the Bahamas, and then there's going to be another wave back in behind this, all at the same time as we have a big giant Kelvin wave sliding over parts of the Caribbean, Gulf of Mexico, and open Atlantic. I won't get too into the weeds with that. It's late. We don't have time to science that much. But just know that next week the tropics will remain reasonably active. Back around here, chance for rain tomorrow as we head through the day and into the afternoon. We'll hold on to showers and storms kind of here and there through Monday before we start to look a little drier as we head through next week.